One of CCA's 2017 Pioneer Awards goes to Tom Everett, General Manager with Hammond Infrastructure.
I started working summers just to get through college, and it was never really my intent to be in the construction industry. But as time wore on, I found out that that was really what I wanted to do with my life, and decided to make it my career.
So Tom is a vice president with Hammond Infrastructure. He oversees their entire estimating department, and he is involved in every one of their projects in some way. A lot of them early on in the project where he is putting the estimate together and really envisioning how the whole project would go together.
You know, for engineers, we have those engineers we look to that when we really got something out of normal and we really want to know what we're doing, you go find those people. He's one of those people.
Tom's a very, he's a very intelligent person and has done so many things over the years that he's not afraid to do anything that makes sense.
I had a choice to either move to Minneapolis or to find some other work. So at that time, I had met Bruce Hammond a long time ago, and he approached me and asked me if I'd like to join his company, and did that 16 years ago.
One of the interesting things that he did is, if you know the passenger walkway over I-25 near 15th Street, Hammond built that. Well, Tom had the concept of building it upside down. The engineer record about had a fit when he thought about flipping his bridge.
So we built it upside down, and we brought it down on the road, and we flipped it up right side up and then set it over a long weekend closure of I-25.
So I met Tom through a job that we did that Quorum, my company, was hired to do for the city of Lone Tree. So we built a pedestrian bridge, and we were authorized to work on that. And the thoroughness and detail that Tom brought to our project was incredible. Most times I would expect an estimate to be 20 or 30 pages. When we came in for the initial pricing review with Tom, he had three rig notebooks that were literally 2 inches thick, covering everything.
I think my favorite project was back in the early 90s, where we installed a turbine generator and guard valve and discharge valve at a large hydroelectric plant up in Nebraska for Kiewit. And although we were working with things that were remarkably large and remarkably heavy, the rotor, after we stacked it and were setting it, weighs 700,000 pounds. We were working to tolerances between 1 and 3/1000ths of an inch. And we had to build some of our own tools just to make everything work.
You know, Tom's kind of like an Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's been around so long, he's done so much, and he's still very vitally active in the business.
He likes reading books on construction. So he loves reading books on bridges and old bridges and how they built things. He's got a library of those kind of, well, if you want to know how they built this one, pull this thing out, or how they built that.
One of the things I realized is that nothing that we do we invent. It's nothing new. There are people that did great things from the time of the pyramids forward, and I just get fascinated reading about them and the projects they were on.
He's just a person that you would say that's a great guy. I mean, his family is, his grandkids follow him on the project. They were so excited to come on the project, and it just means that family is very important to him, work's very important. He's got his priorities right.
There's no secret this business is hard on families. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of traveling, particularly in my career, where most of my career was spent out of town. And if it wasn't for Carol's remarkable strength, a fierce devotion to our family, and her love and support, I couldn't have spent an entire lifetime doing work that I really love. The work that we do at Hammond and the work that most of the contractors do in the CCA is public work. These are jobs that wouldn't be built for any other reason than they benefit the community around us and our neighbors. And I'm really proud to have spent a lifetime doing public works. There's no other reason for those projects to exist. If it wasn't going to make the air cleaner, it wasn't going to make the water cleaner, it wasn't going to make people's commute easier, wasn't going to make people's lives easier in some little way. And I'm really proud to be part of an industry that does that.
Well, Tom, it's been a pleasure knowing you and working with you these few years. There are few people in this industry that I admire more than you.
Tom, I just wanted to say it's been an absolute pleasure to work with you. I've learned so much over the past 2 years, and I look forward to continuing our friendship into the future. Congratulations on this award.
Congratulations, Tom. Whether you like it or not, you deserve this.